Hey everybody, it's David. Welcome to Module 7 of MSOM 601, coming to you today from Seoul, South Korea. Just an absolutely lovely city. I am here at Cheongdong something Palace, which is one of the historical sites here in Seoul. I just love this city. I've never been here before and have found the people to be incredibly engaging, the subway system to be efficient, the food to be fantastic. And so I'll probably come back here at some point in time because it's just been a very pleasant experience. We're going to be here about 4 more days and then heading back home for a few weeks. But wanted to talk to you today about Module 7. This is the final module of your first class in this degree program. And you're going to be covering 3 chapters this week. Chapter 15 talks about writing sound and effective arguments. Writing sound and effective arguments. That's what I've been trying to get you to do for the last few weeks, right? In your assignments that you're doing. And then chapter 16 talks about ethical decision making. Not only should you be a critical thinker, but ethics will come into those discussions as well. And then chapter 17 talks about the logic of declarative statements. Now, all the readings that you're going to have this week get pretty technical. They're going to frame out sentences, they're going to frame out arguments, and I ask you to hang with them on this one because these are very important as you try to communicate both verbally and also in writing. The discussion board this week, perhaps some of you who've had a Six Sigma background have actually used before. I've used this many times before becoming a university professor, but it's called the is not technique. And it's a problem-solving technique that really helps you narrow down key concepts. And again, for those of you who had a Six Sigma background, perhaps you've used this before. You'll see a video in there this week, and I apologize for the graininess of that, but it's a good idea. You'll also be able to find some sources out there for the is not technique. You may do some Google searches on that one as well, and maybe even some more YouTube searches on that to get an idea of how to use that whole process. But this is one that I think you'll be able to use in your professional life and maybe even in your personal life as you narrow down problems to find out what is at the core of the problem or what is at the root cause of the problem. You'll see a lot of analysis this week, and perhaps you can do some searches for root cause analysis because this falls right in line with that. The assignment this week talks about the rhetorical situation and the 4 elements that are part of the rhetorical situation. And those 4 elements are the author, and you're going to see comments this week that talk about finding your voice. Now, have you seen in papers from me when I talk about using paraphrase versus direct quotes? I want you to use your voice, not somebody else's voice. Well, this lays right on top of that discussion. And so the first element of the rhetorical situation is the author finding your voice. The second is the audience. You need to be able to analyze your audience because the same presentation to different types of people, different types of audience, will not have the same type of results. And then purpose and circumstance. Why are you doing this? Why are you writing this? Why are you communicating this way? What is the circumstances of the people in the audience? The other thing I want you to consider too, not necessarily the audience who are just there, but the audience downstream. Think about this. If you make a post or have an original thought on something and you post it on Facebook just to a specific friend, well, how many times may that get retweeted, right, or shared? And so that you have to think not only about the person you're speaking to, but the audience that'll be downstream on that. And then finally, the presentation, the format, the content, all of those things as you go forward. Okay? Well, this is the end of the first class. And for those of you who have servant leadership coming up, you're going to see me again. I teach that class as well. And look forward to having you there. Look forward to you finishing up strong. I am totally accessible, and if you need me, make sure you reach out and contact me, all right? Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Contact me if you need me. Take care.